tour of my garden. And no, my garden is not outdoors. It is in the spare room inside the house, where I'm growing tons of fresh vegetables that I can harvest daily for food, which at this moment, with store prices through the roof and record-setting inflation, this offsets our food costs in a big way. Let me give you a quick tour. So our garden starts with the water production. We have a mini water treatment plant, not only for our garden, but also for our general drinking water. We use ionizing minerals by Drops of Balance. I'll include a link in the description box below. The minerals solidify the contaminants in the water and drop them to the bottom. You can see all the murky stuff at the bottom of our containers. You simply drop 5 ml per 5-gallon container in the water, and within 24 hours, the minerals have separated the contaminants, dropped them to the bottom, and we have pure drinking water. The beautiful thing about using mineral water is you can reduce the amount of hydroponic nutrients needed for your plants by half or more. The mineral uptake is increased significantly thanks to the ionizing minerals. So I got to think, what if I could grow my own food in the house? So this is the iHarvest. It uses a system called Aeroponics, where it essentially wettens the root and delivers nutrients on a timer so many times an hour. We're able to grow over 30 fresh fruits and vegetables. And I may or may not have added a digital bunny. Over here, this is called a deep water culture. I simply bought a 5-gallon bucket from Walmart. This costs about $20 to build. And I can grow, right now I'm growing 5 pepper variety plants. Everything from Tabasco peppers. I don't know what you call them. It's the peppers Tabasco brands uses for their hot sauce. Jalapeno, habanero, ghost pepper, and yes, even the Carolina Reaper. All growing from simply an 80-watt grow light, which I found on Amazon. Over in the corner, we have tomato plants growing. This is our latest round of tomato plants. The last round, we're doing amazing. Yes, you can absolutely grow tomatoes indoors using a 5-gallon bucket in a grow light. Oh, up here is our cucumber, which has grown so effectively. It has skyrocketed to the roof. I added a trellis system a while back so that it can vine out, have lots of room to grow, and we even have little cucumbers and a ton of fresh buds. Over here we have my latest experiment, which is a 5-gallon bucket, and stuffed it full of kale. So this is how everything starts. Starts with a little 2-inch nut cup and a rapid rooter seed starter pod. You can use different mediums. I get about 3 to 5 plants per nut cup times 12. So you can just imagine how much kale we're going to get from this 5-gallon bucket alone. This over here is our tabletop unit. It has been a great success. Once again, around a $20 build. We got a storage bin from Walmart, a fish air bubbler, I don't know what you call them, and an air stone. We recently put in longer air stones so that it keeps everything aerated. And we get about 44 plants out of this one storage bin. It has been a huge success, and I have gotten droves of highly nutritious food out of this unit. It was hands down so successful that we have since added a second unit, which you see over here to the left, with another 44 plus plants. Actually, I should say 44 plus holes times about 3 plants each. So you're talking well over 100 plants per container. So you're looking at over 200 plants here, literally growing on a tabletop with a grow light. Underneath the table, we have another energy efficient grow light. And we had our first experiment with asparagus, which was marginal success. I think we're going to go to trying it hydroponically next. I think it'll do much better. However, over here to the left, you can see we have carrots growing. We're waiting on our first harvest, but thus far, they seem to be growing very well. Back over here, you have our potato plant. This is sweet potatoes that we're growing in another grow bag. And one thing that I've noticed is many of these plants are growing just in the radiant light of the room because we have so many freaking grow lights going. I've also had a huge success with bok choy. My favorite thing to do is to make them into wraps. This has saved me a lot of money purchasing wraps at the store, and it's also much more healthy as it's lower carb. Bok choy is full of nutrients, iron, calcium, you name it. It is loaded with nutrition. Instead of paying money for wraps at the store, I simply walk into the garden, harvest some bok choy, throw some lunch meat or whatever in it, make a wrap. There's my dinner along with my salad. Over here you have dandelions. Yes, you can eat dandelions. As a matter of fact, dandelions are not the obnoxious weed that American society is convinced it really is. It is highly nutritious. There's lots of vitamin C in the leaves. The yellow flower makes a great garnishment on salads. You can mix it into make batters, etc., etc. So good. This on the end, we have fresh mint growing. This is the best hands down tea ever. I can literally walk in here, harvest some mint leaves, pour some hot mineral water onto the leaves, and I will drink it that way. I think it's amazing. It can't get any fresher than that. I don't have to worry about temperature variations, changes in the weather. I can control all of the nutrient content, the lighting, etc. No matter what the weather's doing outside, I can simply walk into my garden and harvest what I want. Oh God, and then there was basil. So one thing we learned is that unless you want a massive, unbelievable harvest like we did, we planted 4 basil plants. They went insane crazy. This is the basil harvest that I got last week. So with this harvest, we were able to dry the basil and make our own seasoning, completely independent of the store. We're looking forward to do this with a wide array of different herbs, culinary herbs. I could go on for hours about this garden. I'm so amazed at what we've been able to do in such a small amount of space. We haven't even maxed this out yet. This is just the start of this adventure.
I want to make you my lover.